Now let's get out. Control escape.
Escape.
Then colon. Do not save. No need to for W. Just a colon. There are two files here. Who am I? Who am I? I am EC2 user. This is not the one that I want to edit. I want to edit the one that is under root. So I need to be root. So switch sudo su and then cd ls minus la. So cd ss ls minus la. vi. Or did I pick the wrong? Which? Oh, sorry. I picked the wrong file. I picked this one, right? It should be SSHD config. This is the right file. If I was not used to the file, I would have thought so. So let's see. SSHD. Look at the D. Okay, so let's pick the correct file. Okay, so VI that file is the correct. Yes, recognize it. We will look for where it allows password authentication, and we see password authentication.
Right there.
Yeah.
Change it to yes.
Change it to yes, which means allow password. Okay. And then that's all, right? Then any other thing we should edit? That's all. And then we are done. So we escape, colon. This time we save, we quit, and then we bang, and then that's it. All right. So we are done. Now, a new command. Every time you edit a configuration file most times you edit a configuration file, you have to tell the system that there has been a change. I should go and pick the new file because we just changed something. So the way to do that is to restart the file. And in this case, for this configuration file, the command is systemctl restart, then the name of the file, the name of the service. We are going to come here and say, because we edited that, there is a change. System, pick the change. So it's going to be systemctl restart. Whether you say restart or you simply say start, is the same. Restart or start. Start what? The service. SSH. That is it. And then you may also want to say enable, which means apart from starting it this time, every other time the system starts, always
enable it.
Make sure that this is done. Otherwise, I'll need to be starting it manually. In fact, automate the start. Enable. So this way, next time it will also work. All right. So that is the meaning of it. All right. So the last thing we want to do is we want to attach, because we have said allow password authentication. So this time we want to assign password to the EC2 user. So especially from both sides. You can do it here and there, but especially from here. So let's quickly create a user here. We already have a user EC2. In cloud, there are only two users, root and EC2. We are not creating users. So let us assign a password to EC2 user. How do we do that? Command is to create user is user add, but we already have the user. So it will be password EC2. What password do we want to give? Anything is okay as password. Let me give the password I normally give. All right. So that is done. So here, let's also create EC2 and its user. So let's change to root. We do SU. So as root now, what do we do? Password. Assign password to EC2. And then the password will be the same. All right. So we now have a password to use if it asks us for password. This one. And the person who wants to SSH must be the same here and there. So we have EC2 here, we have EC2. Beautiful. For the pinging, let's try one more time. But even if the pinging does not work, I will look closely into that and find out why. But as far as SSH is concerned, we have everything we need. Ping this IP address 3.91.5.2.179. All right. Okay. Let me quickly go to cloud and allow pinging to work. So I go to cloud and I say this other level of security called security group for server 2. I go there and I go to security group. That's my security. Yeah. I go to Coco and I check. What is going on here? Then I come here and I check. And I see that this security group, which is like a firewall around the EC2, is allowing HTTP, is allowing SSH, and is blocking every other thing. Pinging does not use HTTP. Pinging does not use SSH. Pinging uses ICMS. So I come here, edit inbound rules, and I come and I say allow pinging. So I add rule and I see where's my ICMP. So I say allow ICMP, which is the protocol from everywhere. All right, and I click correct. So I have now allowed the port that pinging uses. So if I do that for server, what did I do now? I'm trying to get it. Where's my server? Okay, so I did that for server 1, I guess. So let me go back to server 2 and also allow pinging in server 2. So I go back to, don't worry, we'll still do this in class. I just wanted to. So I come here and I come. Oh, it was on server 2.
That one you did, yeah.
So this time I go to server 1. Okay. Cool. Okay. Oh, it's a different security group. Okay. I'm not consistent. I should be consistent. I should use one. Anyway, but it's okay. So I come here and I say this one allows only SSH, nothing else. No, allow pinging. So I come here and I say edit, allow pinging. And pinging is I see pinging from which system? This another one. I'm sure White is taking care of this. Taking note of this. In my system, I would normally not say from anywhere. I would say only from the particular system in the whole world that I want to be able to connect. So that not just anybody who can. Anyway, so pinging is allowed now. So I come back here. It's already pinging even before we came. If I come here now and I say you ping 54.89.90.94, you also ping because ping port is okay. But no, this is not the real thing. I just did this just to demonstrate. The real thing we want to do, the real reason we are testing for connectivity is so that we can SSH. So now let's do the real thing, which is the SS. How do you SSH into another system from one system? Right? So we'll copy this. So the real command is, the real reason we are doing all this is to be able to SSH into this system. What is the command for SSH? Look at the command. Look at the command for SSH. So the command for SSH is, have we done SSH before? Okay. So SSH, then the name of the user, EC2 in this case, into the public address of the system that you are trying to SSH it. All right. So let's do that. SSH, the username, in this case, EC2 at public address of that IP address. So we come here and we say no, it's not good to SSH as well. So let's go back to switch user to EC2. But go back to our, all right. SSH into where? Into SSH at EC2 user into where? At the IP address of those space at 3.91.152.17. So this is the command. So when you press enter, are you sure you want to connect to that system? You say yes. Permission denied.
Why?
We'll have to find that and correct. Have to troubleshoot. Permission denied to that site. Okay.
I think
the thing that we did when we said password, we did it on which system? When we allow the password authentication. Let's come here and do it here. So we go to, where did we do it? Let's find ls, what are we working directly? ls minus lv. So vi into, so was it here? No, this is the wrong file again. What am I? Don't see. Just
but isn't it, are we not supposed to use sudo anytime we call SSH? Because EC2 user is not root. If we call SSH, we're not supposed to use sudo.
We are working as root.
No, I'm talking about when you're trying to connect with server.
For SSH?